Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you 5 Christmas DIY decor ideas. These are Dollar Tree as well as some thrifted materials. So we're starting off with a thrifted item and I'm using some black acrylic paint, some cornstarch. Thrifted item is this deer and I got it for $10. Was a little bit high, but I really like the size of it. And then I also picked up some Dollar Tree deers to go with it, so 2 of those glass ones. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to mix up the paint by adding cornstarch and black acrylic paint together. I want to create a textured paint, a little bit thicker consistency than what chalk paint would give you, because I really want the brush strokes to show up, especially on this big, large deer, to almost give it a look like the fur looks on him in real life. So that's what I was trying to recreate with this textured paint. So I start off with really adding equal amounts of paint to cornstarch, and then you'll see how thick your paint is and how thick you want your paint to be. I did end up adding a touch more paint just because it was a little bit thicker than I wanted it to be. And once I reached the correct consistency for my liking, I end up painting the whole thing, and I am using a bristle brush just because, like I said, I want to really show those brush strokes. I also want to mention that today's video is a pretty special video because it is in collaboration with many talented ladies. And we are giving you tons of Christmas DIY from all over the world. This collaboration is hosted by C from Siege DIY. I will have her channel linked down below, as well as the playlist for this collaboration. So I encourage you to go and check out all the wonderful DIYs coming your way. Because the paint was so thick, I did not need to do it 2 coats. However, I did really want to get into all the nooks and crevices, so I am using a smaller paintbrush for that, just to make sure I cover all that blue sparkle that this deer was painted with. Now I am also going to be doing the exact same thing with these glass deers. Now this the coverage wasn't going on as well as with the other one, so this did need 2 coats. And this is what they look like after 2 coats of paint. If you are following along on my home channel, you probably saw that a lot of my new decor is black, and I wanted to incorporate some of that black into my Christmas decor as well, and I think these deers are a perfect addition to that. For my next DIY, I will be using black and bronze chalk paint, as well as these small little ornaments. I have seen these at Dollar Tree and at Dollarama, and I'm also going to be using some jute rope, or you can use twine. Now my ornaments did come from Dollar Tree, but like I said, I've seen them at any dollar store. And then I was going to use some sanding block too, but at the end I never ended up using it. So the first thing that I am doing is giving it a coat of a bronze spray paint, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the black spray paint to it as well, but not covering it fully. I am covering it more with the bronze, and then I'm just going to do little sprays of black on them. I wanted to create more of that aged look on them. I am really liking the rustic color, less rustic ornaments this year to go with some of the black accents that I will be using in my Christmas decor. So now I'm going to use that twine and cut it up to the length that I need it to be. I am going to be putting this on my large fireplace upstairs, so I wanted to make sure that it fits. So if you are doing this DIY yourself, you might want to measure out where you want this to go and cut the twine to that size. And then I'm taking more twine and cutting it into smaller pieces about 2 inches. I'm going to use that to tie the ornaments to the other twine. Now I'm creating a loop at the end so that way I can hang this up, and I will be doing this on both ends of this rope. And I'm going to trim the piece hanging over from the loop. And then once I have my loops all set up, I'm going to start by adding the ornaments, and I'm tying the rope to the ornament, and then I'm tying the ornament to the rope. And I repeat this for all the ornaments, spacing them out somewhat evenly. You will be able to move them around once they are on the rope anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you space them out evenly right now. You can always adjust them later. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. My name is Sonja, and on this channel you will find tons of home decor DIYs, from seasonal to DIY projects around the house, as well as just a general DIY decor. So if this is something that you think you might enjoy and you are enjoying this video, I would encourage you to press the subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos. I am starting my Christmas decor DIYs now, and I already posted a mega one. If you've missed it, it will be linked at the end, so go check that one out. That one will give you a ton of inspirations for your DIY decor. I just love the way this garland turned out, and I think it's going to look so good with my brand new cedar garland that I had just purchased at HomeSense. For my next DIY, I am going to be making over or upcycling my wreaths. I have had these wreaths for many years, and it was time to give them a new life. So I have some greenery that I was considering using, like this bunch of leaves, and then I also had some eucalyptus leaves that I was thinking of using, and then I also picked up some of these Christmas picks from Dollar Tree just recently, and definitely was thinking of using those. And then I also have these berries. Now I was trying to find black ones at Dollar Tree and I couldn't, and I did not want to go to Michael's and spend the money, so I will be spray painting these with the black chalk paint. I am giving them a light coat, so some of that red will show through a little bit, but I really like the whole look that it gave it. So if you don't want any of the redness to show, make sure you give it a full coat of spray paint. I am going to be cutting these this greenery picks from Dollar Tree into pieces. So I'm just taking each branch and cutting it off, and then I'm going to strategically place them all over the wreath. This is what I'm doing with all of them, and just spacing them out somewhat evenly throughout the wreath. I did have a pretty good pair of wire cutters, but my mother-in-law had borrowed them and I haven't had a chance to get them back from her. So I was struggling cutting these a little bit, but nevertheless, I did get them cut using scissors and smaller wire cutters. This was such an inexpensive makeover for these wreaths. It literally cost me $6 altogether, because I've had purchased everything at the dollar store, and some of the items that I did use, like the berries, and then I actually decided to use some pine cones as well, I had on hand. So I wanted to show you what it looks like, this wreath looks like before I added the berries with all the new greenery that I have added. It just made it look a little bit more fuller than what it was before. And now I'm adding 3 branches per wreath, because I just wanted a touch of it without overwhelming it. And here is what that looks like with the berries. I think it was perfect, but I did feel at this time that I needed a little bit more, and so I went ahead and got my pine cones out and I added 5 per wreath. Now I wanted to also say that this is a bit of a high-end dupe, because I did see several of these in HomeSense, very similar ones. So, and that's where I got the idea for the ones that I had at home already. And the ones at HomeSense were $39.99. So, and mine, because I had the wreath and then all the materials that I purchased, came out to $6 per wreath, and I did 2 of these because I have two doors at the front. So here is what it looks like, and I can't wait to use it on my front door once I decorate my front porch. Well, I hope you had enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and a notification bell. And also don't forget to check out C's video as well as the playlist, which will be all linked down below. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!